So this is a Zen Yoga practice focused on the winter time. So we're looking at that water element in the winter time. So trying to keep things flowing, keep things moving, having our energy be moving rather than stagnating and getting stuck and frozen. It's also the time of the kidney and the bladder energy systems in the body. So focusing on kind of opening and also strengthening into those and looking after the joints in the body, looking after your spine. Again, in the colder time, our joints and our spine can tend to hold on to the coldness. So with the practice here, starting off, coming down and lying on your back on the mat. And just for a couple of moments here, just tuning in, just being with the rising and sinking of the breathing down in the hara here in your belly, in your abdomen. Just getting a sense of that. Good. When you can feel strong and ready, letting the knees come in towards you, and then just kind of holding the knees or hugging the knees. And you can lift off and kind of around your body, lifting in the head and the shoulders. It's like you're going to bring your forehead in to touch your knees. So you're wrapping around the tanden or around the kind of hara area, the belly, this energy storage space in the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then have the arms extending out, palms down. And again, this kind of hara, looking after the belly, the abdomen. On your inhale, let the knees come towards the right. That's it. And then exhale, coming back up. Inhale, they can come to the left. Exhale, back up. Inhale, however far you want to come to the right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You may find you look the opposite way that the legs are going. And then you come back up. Good. One more set here. Nice and strong in the hara, strong in the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then let the feet be on the ground, arms at your sides, palms down. Inhaling the right leg up towards the sky. And you can stay here, or you can take the back of the right leg, lifting through the heel, maybe even pointing into the toes and rotating into your ankle, and rotating the other way too. Good. Right foot down, arms down, inhaling the left leg up towards the sky. So you've got your bladder energy channels flowing through the back of the body, the hamstrings, the glutes. So kind of getting things stretching and moving through the bladder channels here. You might reach forward, take the back of the left leg somewhere, maybe pointing the toes even or rotating into that ankle too. And coming the other way too. Good. And then releasing back down here and just letting your arms be out, legs lengthening out, arms reaching over your head here. Okay. So that's the inhale. And then the exhale, bringing the arms back up and then down to your side. So inhale, the arms come up. over your head. Exhale, coming back towards the ceiling and then resting down. Staying active in your legs, pressing out through the heels, pointing up through the toes. So again, embodying this fluidity, this water element here, opening into your shoulders, into your chest. That's it. Good. One more set here. And then let your arms be at your sides here. On your inhale, let your right leg reach up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, letting the left leg lift up. Exhale, back down. So one leg at a time. It's okay to bend the knee. Lifting and lowering as you go here. Strong in your core, that hara, that abdomen area. Again, embodying this fluidity of the winter time. Good. One final set here. Doing the right leg, doing the left leg, and back down. Knees bending. Hands can be on your belly here for a moment, letting things ground. And then let the soles of your feet come together. Knees are going to splay out and then reach forward, either taking your ankles in your hands or taking the outsides of your feet and just kind of rounding, maybe lifting off, uh, looking forward, stretching through your inner legs. Your kidney channels are flowing up through the inner legs here, so focusing on that. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then releasing out. Arms can be at your sides, palms down. Inhale, tucking your tailbone, letting your hips and your spine lift. And then exhale, rolling back down. Inhale, tucking your tailbone, lifting into your hips, into your back, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, rolling back down. So again, just finding your flow here, lifting and lowering. And you may find that you just stay lifted for a few breaths, that's fine. Or you can keep with the lifting and lowering with your breath. Nice and strong in your arms, strong in your legs. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Gently rolling back down. And then you might let the knees draw in or sway a little side to side. Link your fingers around your right knee, pushing out through your left leg, and then rocking your body up into sitting here. Okay, so comfortable cross-legged position. You can always have a blanket if you need to. You can sit under a blanket. Hands on your knees, and then just beginning to rotate a little bit in your upper body here. So again, the movement coming from your belly, from your hara, circling into it. And then rotating the other way too. Good. Coming back to center, right fingertips or palm at your side. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, side bending to the right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, side bending to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Finding your flow here. It's okay to go slower than I'm going or faster than I'm going. Again, that kind of mindfulness, that present moment awareness, settling into the flow. Good. Doing one more set. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back to center. Hands can be open or you can close your fists. And then from your solar plexus here, just beginning to rotate a little bit left and right. You might inhale one way, exhale the other. Or it might be pretty natural for you. Good. And then coming back to center. Okay. And then from here, seeing if you can come into a tabletop shape, a tabletop position. I'm going to bring these blocks over here. So tabletop, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tops of your feet on the floor, and then tuck your toes under. Knees and hips can lift. Belly button drawing in. So you're making a mountain shape in your body, really strong, empowered. You might be pedaling out, kind of moving a little bit into this. And then inhale, exhale, step your right foot between your hands. You can always have blocks under your hands if you want. Just coming into like a runner's lunge, and then doing again, kind of like a rocking front and back. Opening into your hips here. You might inhale as you bend into the knee and sink. And then exhale, you kind of lengthen into the front leg a little bit. And you might fold over it. Good. Just rocking front and back. And then let your back knee come down to the ground if that feels good. And you can do a similar thing with the back knee on the ground. So you're opening into the hip flexors on the left leg there. The kidney energy channels, they flow up through the hip flexors, through the psoas. So getting things moving. And then once things are feeling pretty good, you might just kind of stay in this shape, kind of sinking into it, lengthening through that back hip area. Breathing, relaxing, kind of noticing what you can feel. On your inhale, seeing if you can do a 180. So coming to the other side and seeing if you can once again find that runner's lunge. Again, welcome to use blocks, or you might be okay with hands on the ground. And again, rocking front and back in a good way here. Inhale. Exhale, maybe lengthen into the front leg and fold over it a little bit. And then back knee can come down to the ground. So you're really kind of lengthening through the hip flexor area here. And again, you might be kind of rocking and then lengthening, rocking and lengthening. And then you can stay again for a couple of breaths if that feels good here. Stretching into the front kind of hip flexor area on that right leg. Breathing, just kind of letting things soften and move and open. Letting things flow in a good way here. Good. And then when you're ready, you can release out of it once again here. And once again, just see if you can come back into tabletop, ground down, And then once again, go ahead and step your, come up into the mountain shape. It's okay to bend the knees. Belly button drawing in, nice and strong and lifted. Kind of stretching and strengthening through the back of the body, through those bladder energy channels here. Good. And then seeing if you can lower down once again into tabletop here. And go ahead, come into an elbow push-up, an elbow plank. So elbows under your shoulders here, belly button drawing in towards your spine. You can always have the knees on the ground. So active through your legs, pressing out through your heels, strong in your core, strong in that hara area. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then go ahead and lower down to the ground. Tops of the feet can be on the floor here. Arms can be at your sides. Feel your pelvis on the ground, and then be strong in your glutes and legs and back. So we'll kind of be engaging into the bladder lines here. So inhale, seeing if you can lift maybe the head and shoulders, maybe the arms, maybe the legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, go ahead and lift. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, lifting into it. Exhale, release, energizing the bladder lines. If you want to hold it, you can. So lifting up, reaching back, active through the fingers and toes. And you might even begin to paddle into the feet and the legs. So engaging through your glutes like you're swimming. Good, nice and strong here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Release. Hands at your shoulders, pushing up into tabletop. Let your big toes come together. Knees are going to splay out. And then you can sink back into your heels and reaching out through your arms. Forehead can be on the ground here, breathing. So really kind of stretching, opening through the kidney lines here, like a wide-legged rock pose. Good. And then walking your hands back in here, coming into a perched position. Okay. And then from here, see if you can come up into a kind of like a frog squat where the feet turn out. Okay. And your knees can splay out, and you might have the heels lifted. Can always keep the hands on the ground. So you might have some more of that fluidity, that swiveling going on, or you might stay pretty still. You might even practice balancing with the elbows on the knees, or can bring your palms together over your head even. Letting the elbows and the shoulders draw back. So the kidney lines flowing up the inner legs into the torso. Good shape for opening into this aspect of things. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then go ahead, come all the way up into standing here. All right. Stepping a little wider than hip distance, and just having your arms maybe up like we did, and just rotating a little bit left and right. Maybe like you're holding a ball, a big kind of ball in your arms. You might inhale one way, exhale the other. Or just natural breathing. Good. And then coming back to center. Okay, so we've got the bladder lines, which kind of go up from the eyes, that bright eye point, over the crown of the head, and then down the back of the neck, the back of the body through the glutes, and then into the sides of the feet. And then the kidney energy lines, the other organ system of the winter that we're looking at nourishing, they come up from the soles of the feet up the inner legs through the psoas, like we were talking about, and then kind of into the collarbones. So just do a little bit of patting here from your forehead over the crown of the head, both sides, and then down the sides of the spine, and then down the backs of the legs, and then coming up. Make sure you bend your knees as you come down, and then as you come up, tapping from the inner legs up the front of the body to the collarbones. Just one more time here, patting from the forehead, crown of the head, kind of activating these winter energy system lines. Coming up the inner legs. Good. Okay, just grounding in your hara, grounding in the tanden. Knees are soft, gaze is lowered. Taking a couple of breaths here. Good. And then from here, just seeing if you can have your feet be pretty wide, one leg's distance, hands on your hips. Inhale, opening through your chest. And then exhale, you can begin to come forward. That's it. Hands can come onto the ground here. Okay. Inhale, push down, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, just kind of letting the fold happen. It's okay to bend the knees if that feels better for you. Chin tucks, looking back, opening through the bladder lines here, the back of the body. Good, one more breath. Again, finding the sweet spot and then just being here. No forcing, really listening to your body. And then inhale, go ahead, push down, lift and lengthen. And you might need to step the feet in a little bit and then just kind of rocking or swaying your hips a little bit side to side. Opening into it. Good. And then from here, on your inhale, have the right hand maybe at the center, a little to the left. On the exhale, reach the left arm up. Good. Inhale, bring the left hand down. Walk a little towards the right. Exhale, the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, right arm up. So finding again this water element, this fluidity, going at your own speed. The inhale can be the transition. The exhale can be the lift. Good. Last set. And then coming back to center when you're ready. Hands coming onto your hips or onto bending knees. Inhale gently, slowly coming up into standing here. Stepping your feet in together. Go ahead and shake out or bounce out or move in any way you need to. Just shaking, setting a timer and shaking can be a really good practice, even for like a minute or a couple of minutes. It really helps to shake out any frozenness that you're experiencing. Okay, and then from here, come towards the front of your space, take a big step back in the left foot. So you can either have the heel be lifted or you can ground down into the back foot, whatever feels good for you. Okay, finding that stance, right knee tracking in line with the toes. Inhale, let the arms come up. And then exhale, see if you can lean forward, reach back through your fingers, lengthen through the crown of your head. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, leaning, reaching. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, just reaching back and kind of staying here. Nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Releasing out. And then from here, maybe you can shift forward, coming into like an airplane shape. Expanding through your chest, strong in that bottom leg, lifting into the top leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, pivoting, doing a 180 here. Okay, and stepping the right foot back this time, so you can have the heel be lifted. Or you can ground down, point out through that foot, left knee tracking in line with the toes, and then inhale, the arms can lift. On the exhale, just kind of letting the arms come forward, reaching out through the crown of your head. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, reaching. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then seeing if you can hold it on this last one here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can step the back foot in a little bit. Left knee is soft. Okay. Planting the entirety of that foot down. And then once again, maybe the arms can come out and you can just begin to lift into that back leg here, finding the airplane shape. Back leg might need to come down from time to time. That's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Back foot comes down, bouncing out a little bit. Feet a little wider than hip distance. Right arm at your side. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, just kind of reaching towards the right. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reaching towards the left. Nice long body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Finding your flow. Again, embodying the water element. Last set. That's it. Coming back to center. Okay. Feet about hip distance. You can always just kind of fold forward with the arms down or hands on bending knees. You may find that linking the fingers behind your back feels good. You can inhale and then exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back, and can begin to fold forward here. So finding, again, kind of that bladder line opener. Noticing what you can feel, breathing. Maybe it feels better to have the arms on the ground. I'm going to shift to that, like you're water falling over a high cliff. Chin tucking, looking back between your legs, breathing as you go. Good. And then on your inhale, maybe you roll up or walk your hands up your legs or come up with a flat back. And then just seeing if you can transition down onto your back here. Actually, sitting down, and then we'll come on to our back. So one last flow here, and then you can just kind of relax for a little bit. So the inhale, again, is the transition. The exhale, you kind of come into it. So inhale here, exhale, you fold forward a little bit. Inhale, you come up, and you come back. And on the exhale, point your toes, reach through your fingers. Good. Inhale, coming up. Toes, feet can flex. Exhale, fold. Inhaling. Exhale, nice long body, stretching. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So again, just finding your own rhythm here, your own flow, and a stretching and engaging through these bladder channels. Last set. And then once you get into the kind of the forward fold, you can just stay here for a couple of breaths, stretching through your legs, through the back of your body. Hands might be on the knees or the shins. Good. And then when you can feel ready, releasing, coming back up, and then just coming onto your back, on your mat. You might hug into a ball one final time. You might have some final stuff you want to do. And then once you finish up, just coming to relax back in your space on your mat, legs and arms falling out to the sides here, getting a nice couple of minutes just to rest down. If it feels better to have a couple hands on the belly with the elbows on the ground, you can do that. Just tuning into the rising and sinking of the breathing in your belly, kind of like the waves on the ocean, rising and falling. And breathing and relaxing, allowing your yoga practice to settle into every corner of your being so that it can benefit you moving forward in a good way in your life. We did a lot of work on blending with the winter time, on nourishing our kidney and bladder systems, the wintertime systems, and really embodying that water element, that fluidity, keeping things moving, looking after the joints, the spine, engendering that fullness in your belly. So taking as much time as you like, just resting and letting things settle in a good way.